Lads, so this is part 2 of the video for the red shock mount. Okay, so we just left off on the current state there that's on the screen at the minute. So just hit spacebar and go isometric there for the minute. So we want to make a sketch on the front plane. So just hit the front plane, spacebar, normal 2. And what I want you to do first is I want you to draw a center line. So open up the sketch and go center line and draw it up from the origin and make that vertical if it's not vertical. Press the green tick. Now just check whether that's on the front plane, just switch it around. If it is, just go back to normal 2 and you'll have that there for yourself. Now the first thing that we need to draw in on this is a circle. Again, don't pick up any center points there, just draw the circle above it or below it, I don't mind, and draw any diameter. Then go back at it afterwards, smart dimension, and we want a dimension of 17.6 for the diameter, and then from the center point of the circle down to the origin, we'll make that 32. Press the green tick. Now the next phase is tricky enough, so we're going to try and draw a spline. Now the best advice I could give you for this would be just to try and draw the same profile as mine. Now look, it might turn out that you'll have to do this maybe 2, possibly 3 times, because splines they're not easy to draw. But starting from here, okay, so if you just look at the trace line I'm going to make. I'm not going to draw it yet, but I'm just going to show you. So we're going to go out like this. You can follow the trace lines, and then we're going to come back in a sort of a curve and back down in here. Now along that curvature, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points on it, including the end points. So try and draw yours just similar to mine. Alright, so I'm just going to press escape just to get rid of that little yellow dot. So we go to spline and we start here. Okay, so make sure that you're starting again on the front plane. So I'm just going to double check that, press escape, front plane, and then open up the sketch. I'm going to start with the spline. So bring your pencil in until you wake up that dot and start there. So click here. And then we want to just go out as far as this point, so that's 2, 3, 4. So just try and draw yours in around the same place as mine. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we curve it back into the left now. That's 9. And back around. 10, 11, 10, 13, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, sorry. And then I think we're going to bring it into the edge of the circle here. So all in all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so 13. So you should have the same as me. So now we have to put measurements on those. Before that, we're going to try and make this curve tangential. So click on that curve, hold down control, click on the spline rather, hold down control, click on the circle and go tangent. Okay. And we might be able to bring that in a little bit more. That. don't do too much moving because you can see what way it's going, and these splines aren't the best. It can be tricky to maneuver. But if you can make yours kind of like mine, the shape anyway, having the shape nearly the same as mine, and the dots in around the same levels, so you need to draw proportionally the same size mine. If it doesn't work out, start again. I think I had to do this at home maybe 2 times before I got it perfect. Okay, so it mightn't work out the first time, but keep at it. Okay, a few measurements now, just to hold it in place. So we go to Smart Dimension, and what we'll try and do is we'll try and go from point to point. So you can copy mine, just make sure that you're clicking on the same points. So from the first point to the second point, and we'll put in 5 there. So 5 mil. Then we'll go from the first point to this point, and we'll go 9. And you can see the way it's sort of snapping into place there, the measurements. And then from this fella here, at that point, we'll go 11. Now, so what we need to do here is we need to just bring that one back out a little bit. No, that won't go. So that's wrong. Done that from the origin. So that shouldn't be. Should have done that from the first point there. So right click. So if you want to delete anything, right click and delete. Just done it from the wrong point. So Smart Dimension. So I'm just going to drag that one back out. So it shouldn't be in like that. It should be out a little bit more here. So we're going to Smart Dimension, first point to the 4th point, we'll say, and that wants to be 11. Now that looks better. And sometimes you'll be able to just shape it. So if you want to do that, now I wouldn't do too much moving, but if you need to do a small bit of movement there just to make it look that little bit better, I'll allow you to bring it out. Don't have it kind of the same as mine, please. We might bring this lad maybe up a little bit more, just past the centre point. We leave it there. Don't want to do too much messing with it. Alright, so that's looking good so far. So we have 5, 9 and 11 there so far. Right, so moving up now. So we need to put a measurement on this little dot. So we'll call that 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th one. So we'll go Smart Dimension, click on that point. Now we're going to go to the middle this time, and we're going to put 14 on that. We're going to go 9 with the next one. So these are all from the center line. After taking a little bit of a turn there, I'll see what the story is with that. So, okay, that shouldn't be as tight there, so just right click on that and go and delete. So that needs to be out a little bit more. Just pull this one bit. This one out. So don't do too much movement, only a slight bit of a movement required on that. There. Right. So now just let me check this again. So we might start on the inside here. So again, we go from the center line. So just delete that 9. So we'll go starting in here. So we'll go 8.5. Try that fella. So 8.5. We'll try and put this fella into the left. So curve it around. So smart dimension from this point to the center line. I'm going to try 5.5 there. Yeah, that's good. Looks okay. Now just do a little bit more shaping on the top here. Just bring it out a little bit more, bring that over. Okay, that's good. Next one up, smart dimension from this point into the center line. We'll try 3.4 there. Now that's working better. So 3.4. Next one on top. 5.5. Just bringing them out so you'll be able to read them. Bring this one around to the left. Now, what was this? This was 7.5. So from that point into the center, 7.5. I'm going to bring this one back in a little bit. Right, so we're just going to leave that there for a second. We want to see if we put some heights on them now to see if we can lock them in. So we'll start with the second point here, this one. So they're all from the origin or from the baseline. So smart dimension, that first point, the base, and that's 20.5. Next one, 26. So you see the way that straightened that up. It went out of line there a few minutes ago. That's after straightening it up, grand. I'm just going to tidy this up a little bit for you so you can. So that was the 32 at the start. So these are the measurements at the start. So I'm just going to put them over to the left, and I'm just going to pull all of these now over to the right so you can see clearly what we're doing. Okay, back into smart dimension, and we're going up to the next point. So the one here, the 11. Click on the 2 points or the 2 lines, and that's going to be 36.5. Next one above that, it's going to be 44. Next one above that is going to be 50. Now I don't have a horizontal measurement on this yet. Now the one that was working for me, so I have 14. I'm going to try 9 on this again. So horizontal measurement there. try that, and then we're going to try 8 on this one. So I'll just tidy that up for you now. There's a load of measurements here now. So 14, then we had 9, then we had 8 just there a minute ago, then 7.5, 5.5, 3.4, another 5.5, and 8.5. So we want to add heights onto these points now on the top. But before we do that, we're just going to see if we can pull this one down a little bit. No, I'd leave that. Pull that one up. Okay, so just leave them there. If you have that kind of a shape, it's fine. Right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 measurements there. That's A1. So we have 32. Now we're going to add in a few more measurements for heights. So this first one on the left hand side, next one up, 46, next one up after that, 49.5, the very top point here, so this is going to be the highest one, 55, so we need to drag this one back down now, like that. Now just make sure that these points are a little bit away from one another, so just drag that one down now if you can. There you go. And drag that one. That one can't be moved. Right, so leave it at that. Next highest one here, this one. So I want to put a dimension of 54.5. And the last one here, I think. So this lad. Is 52. And there you go. Fully defined. Okay, so that's a lot of measurement there. I'm just going to try and tidy this up from the highest to the lowest. So we have 55, 54.5, 52, 49.5, 46, 39, and then the first one there, don't worry about that. So it's just working your way up, I suppose. So that's working your way around it clockwise. So I started here, then just going up to the next one, and it's just applying your height then. And they should snap into place, that's when you have. So I'll just try and zoom in as best as I can, so you can have a look here. If you need to pause it, just try and match those up with their points. across with your thumb or with your finger just to see what points I'm after applying those heights to. Okay, and then I just make these a little bit tidier as well. So if you need to pause it and go back, have a look to see where these are. Just be very careful to apply the right distances to the right points. You have to have the same number of points as me. Remember, 13 points. No more, no less. So there's all of your distances, and that should help you. And it should be fully defined, and it should be the very same as mine. It should be the exact same if you have all of those measurements done. So save your progress. And what you need to do next now is you will need to trim a little bit of this away. So as you know, we won't need this. We won't need this. Oh, no, no, we won't need that. That's fine. So what you'll do then, once you have a center line going down through here, that should be fine. Okay. So we go mirror entities, turn it around maybe, so you're having a look like this. So the entities to mirror, so we want the whole thing, so we want the spline, so that's just after selecting the spline there, and we want to select that arc. Mirror about the center line, and you can see the way it's after copying that all to the far side. Press the green tick then. Okay, so happy days there. So we want to go features, we want to go extrude boss base, and I suppose it's not letting us go there, so we want to go to select the contours, and we want to select the inside. If it's allowing us, hopefully. No. So just go again, so extrude boss base. Oh, sorry, the reason why, my mistake, look, I know this, we need to draw a line across the bottom of the body here. Okay, so we need to close the deal, so go to the line, and then we need to join this point here with this point over here, and press escape, and now that should work. Extrude boss base, perfect, there you go. Now we want to extrude that out, we don't want to go blind, we want to go up to surface, and we want to click on this surface here, and that will bring it out perfectly in line for you. Alright, press the green tick. Save our progress. So when we draw the actual microphone itself, the microphone is going to fit in this loop in our assembly. So we just have a few more things. That's the back row up in it there now, okay? And that's the main body of the red shotgun. A lot of work on it. Now, there are two little cuts, circular cuts. So we want to draw two circles. Now, the center point must be, so the center point of the arcs or circles must be outside. Alright, so draw one in around there, and draw another one in around there. Okay. You know what, we'll do it right. We'll draw it on the front plane. So just delete them, go isometric, and go front plane, normal to, open up a sketch, and draw a circle outside of it. Here, now it wouldn't have really mattered. Draw another one there. Now, the dimension on those circles is 2 mm. 2 mm left, 2 mm right. And then the distance center point to the origin is 17.8, and the same with this fella here. Bottom line, doesn't matter whether it's from the origin or the bottom line, 17.8 for the tooth. And then we need to put in a horizontal distance as well, so we'll go from the center point to the origin, and we'll make that 7, please guys, and we'll do the same with the other one, 7. Alright, so that will snap them back into place and make them fully defined. And you can see that that's I can draw it out, so that's fine. So features, extruded cut, blind through all, press the green tick. Okay. Then we go to just normal 2, just have a look at it there, and look at the bottom. Perfect. Alright. Now there's a small little hole along the bottom of this to be cut in, so just select that bottom face there, space bar, normal 2, sketch, center line, and draw a center line down in the middle there, and we'll draw in a circle, and if memory serves me right, I think that is 3 mm. That's the hex. So press the green tick and go features, extruded cut, and whatever we'll do. Fine. Press the green tick. So that's where the bolt is going to hold it down onto the fixing mount. Save progress. Now one more thing. So this last body here that we built off of it comes out, protrudes out a little bit more than the body here, and we have to put in a few fillets, but we're going to do that at the end. Alright, so I want to come up with an idea, because the sides of this are all curved, and we need to mate on the microphone into this surface as well, and it might mate great if we have the fillets put on it beforehand. So I always wait till the end maybe to put in a few fillets, especially if you're making one body to another one. Okay. Now, so select the surface, spacebar, normal 2, sketch, open up a sketch, and go to convert entities. Now, so just take a minute to see where the curves are, like the body. Look at the body of work. Look at the curves and where they are. We basically only want to keep from this point here to this point here, and we're going to draw in a line. Alright, so we want to go spacebar, normal 2, and we want to just zoom in on this. Now, where do I want the line? So I want the line from, give me a second there now, just check, double check this. So we want to draw in a line on that surface from this point here to this point here. Okay. Now watch where I'm trimming. So we go to trim, and we don't want any of this along the left, so just make sure you run it through all of those lines. Don't worry about the points. Same on this side. So run your trim entities through all of them, down here and along here. So basically the only thing, well, watch these as well, we don't want them. So basically the only thing we're keeping is all of that. Okay, so just from that line above. So we go features, extruded boss base, and we want that to come out 1 mm, please.
Good afternoon, everyone.
So yeah, so that's just to finish off on that, we need to do that on both sides. Alright, so extrude it there to 1 mm, and then you do the exact same to the other side. Alright, and I'll finish that off in 2 seconds. Just coming towards the end of class here. So now, so I'm just twisting this around to the other side, so exactly the same thing. So select that, spacebar, normal 2, open up a sketch and go convert entities, and then obviously that's what we didn't forget to draw this, so we just connect this point to this point and then delete everything on the far side, as in the far side. So trim that all along the right hand side. Don't forget the top loops and there, and these two little arcs along the bottom. Press the green tick, and then we'll see now whether that will go for us. No, you see the way it wouldn't go because we didn't delete these two down here. So we go sketch, trim entities, delete these two, and now it will go. So there we go. So 1 millimeter, press the green tick, and now that looks a little bit more realistic for us. Okay, I may go and teach us now, boys. So save your progress.
So you have a video for like.
I'm not finished yet, Matty.
Oh.